So as you guys can probably tell, I pee sitting down. You guys probably tell that, right? You guys know how girls do things for themselves to better themselves, you know, like they'll get a boob job and they'll say, I did it for me. You know, they'll do it and say, I did it for me. So with that in mind, got my butthole bleached yesterday and wasn't as pleasant as I thought it would be. No, but don't get me wrong, it was kind of embarrassing because it turns out I'm ticklish. So the whole time the lady was like, I was just squirming, you know, stop, because that's a very straight thing to do. Yeah. Alright, so this next guy, also very, very funny, and his butthole is not bleached, so you'll enjoy him. That's a good thing, I think. Manuel Santoyo.
Good evening, everyone. So I just celebrated my 21st birthday last month, even though my birthday was back in August. And I had it all, from poles, strippers, a lap dance. Man, I love partying with family members. By the end of the night, I ended up taking body shots off Grandma. Finding out the next morning that it wasn't my grandma. It was my girlfriend's mother. I guess I played the role of a drunk guy pretty well, huh? I've been trying to get in the sack for weeks now. But yeah, first impressions are everything. I remember when I first tried to impress my girlfriend's parents, I lit the Chihuahua on fire. And when they came out to see what was a little ball of fire running around, I jumped out of the bushes and began stepping on that little guy. The mud still ended up dying. I don't know if it was from the steps I gave him by accident, or the way that I threw him into the pool. But it's the thought that counts. I actually like it when women use that phrase, it's the thought that counts. Because men, we know we're going to mess up. We know this. It's in our genes. My father's always messing up my mother's name by calling her the other women's names. Which is embarrassing because my mom is much older than the other women. But it's the thought that counts. And men, we're gonna mess up. Before I even started dating my woman, I gave her an agreement. And it read, I hereby give Manny X amount of chances to mess up before I leave him. She actually filled it out. And put 7. Now I quickly messed up that first chance at the restaurant by forgetting her at the restaurant. And the other 6, well, I used them to sleep with her sister. So how about that Justin Bieber kid, eh? Has anyone seen his new movie? His 3D movie?
No.
I did. And I had to drag along my 12-year-old sister because my frat brothers didn't want to come along. But I had the Justin Bieber haircut going on, the t-shirt, the poster, ready to go into the theater and get a good seat. However, expectantly, there were young 15-year-old girls on my seat. So I did what any Bieber fan would do. I scratched, kicked, and screamed for my seat.
Go, girl.
I saw you there too, buddy. But yeah, once the movie started, it was great. It showed him performing at Madison Square Garden, and it showed all the obstacles he went as a kid, as a singer, as a dancer, and as a songwriter. Who else thinks I sound like a pedophile right now? Speaking of pedophiles, my grandfather just moved in with me. And it's actually been not too bad, you know, because I've been able to sell some of my things to him more than once because he's old and senile. So the other like yesterday, he found a statue, a replica of the Statue of Liberty. And he told me that he always wanted one of those. So I told him, hey, you know what, Grandpa? Just because I've known you for about like 47 years, and, well, you're my favorite grandfather, I'll sell it to you for $50. But because he forgets things quickly, today what I did is I resold it to him again. And then tomorrow I'll probably end up doing the same. I just got my math test back and it didn't look so good. If I had a quarter for every answer I got wrong on my math test, I would have $2.07. All right, you guys, that's it for my time. Thank you very much.
Ooh, come on again, give it up for Manny. Good job, dude. So I actually watched that Justin Bieber movie too. It sucked, man. Can't believe they took out all the good nude scenes. Why would they do that? That's the only reason I went to see it. So lap dances at a family reunion, man. Your family knows how to party, dude. That's awesome. Mine only plays bingo. Ew. That's gross. That's no fun.